Hello the bikers! So today will be the last episode on the series for the Morroco Desert Challenge and share with you a bit my review of this rally. And stay until the end because at the end I will speak about the budget. What's the budget to race such a rally like the Morroco Desert Challenge? So the Morroco Desert Challenge, it's an immersion in the heart of African adventure. It isn't just a simple rally, it's a true epic journey that is spanning over 3,200 kilometers across 8 days in Morocco. It brings together an impressive diversity of vehicles, being SSVs, cars, motorcycles, and even trucks. It's an extraordinary adventure where amateurs like me have the chance to rub shoulders with professional drivers in full preparation for the Dakar. A paddock that inspires and reassures. Arriving at the Agadir paddock, surrounded by all those assistant trucks who still had all the stickers from the last Dakar participation, can feel quite intimidating. A sense of imposter syndrome crossed my mind, as this rally felt nothing like the European rally and race I've participated to before. Yet, not once did anyone make me feel out of my place. That's the spirit of motorsport. Regardless of your level, there's a mutual respect and constant support. Unparalleled safety. Safety is the key topic for this organization. At the Morroco Desert Challenge, nothing is left to chance. In addition to the off-road ambulance and the numerous paramedics, there is 2 medical helicopters which are on standby, ensuring maximum responsiveness in case of need. This provides true peace of mind for the participant. If the helicopter cannot fly, and we had this on one day with the weather condition that got a bit bad, but we cannot race. So it's really safety first, and that's very nice. Masterful organization. My experience is still limited, but the Morroco Desert Challenge organization is incredibly well oiled. Most of the team members of this organization are volunteers. You feel like you're dealing with seasoned professionals. They are always cheerful, helpful, multilingual, and available at all times. A flawless performance. If I speak about the bivouac infrastructure and catering, luxury in the desert. That will be the summary. Every day we arrive at a new bivouac, and it was utterly surprising to find in the middle of nowhere impeccable clean European toilet style, hot showers. As for the food, another huge positive thing. Every day in the evening we had a 3-course menu with starter, main course, dessert, with most of the products that were brought from Belgium. This approach prevented any illness at the bivouac. At lunchtime, during the refueling, there was a truck which was offering tailor-made sandwiches. So there was a menu, what was available, you said what you wanted in your sandwich, and they were just doing it at the minute for you. Excellent. Honestly, I dream of such a treatment for food for my future rallies. What about navigation and roadbook? Up to the standard of the greatest. If the Morroco Desert Challenge uses the same navigation equipment as the Dakar, the Rallye du Maroc, and the other World Rally Championship runs, there is a reason. The roadbook and stages are worthy of such prestigious events. The roadbook was of good quality, even though my big crash on the Special 6 was caused by deep roots on the right side of a track which were not mentioned in the roadbook. One thing to note, that the roadbook is not under the film format, but they rather use their own legend and pictograms. Did not disturb me. A memorable baptism by fire. The Morroco Desert Challenge clearly impressed me positively with its paddock, organization and difficulty. However, the absence of an official moto category made my participation complex. It was tough to find the right service provider. My initial transporter let me down shortly before departure, leaving me with a registration to the rally but no transport to the rally and on the rally. Fortunately, Gert, the organizer, offered me to transport my bike from Belgium to Morocco and return. He also put me in touch with Christophe from ATVO Maroc for the transport of my malle between the different bivouacs. A huge thank you to Gert for his dedication in solving last-minute problems, and to ATVO for the unofficial malle moto service. In their malle moto service, they transported my 2 malle, but they also granted me access to electricity and compressed air. In summary, this first African rally was a true baptism by fire, featuring special stages over 500 kilometers long on old Paris-Dakar tracks and endless dune sections. It was an excellent training ground for my ultimate project, the Africa Eco Race. Now we're getting into the topic that hurts. How much does it cost to participate in an African rally like the Morroco Desert Challenge? Participating in an official rally in Africa is an incredible adventure, but the total cost can be a surprise. even by opting for the moto category like I did, which managed to keep the cost a bit lower. First of all, beyond the registration, there will be a lot of other costs. The registration as such is only the tip of the iceberg. At the Morroco Desert Challenge, for early bird registration, I paid €3,850. But on top of this, you have to count on transport, navigation equipment, wear and tears of parts of the bike, insurance, fuel, and much more. Let's break down this cost. Key expense categories is definitely navigation. Nearly €3,500 of cost for the navigation. The navigation equipment is essential and represents a significant investment. Here's the breakdown for the mandatory and optional gear. Digital roadbook RTF Unique 4, you will be renting it for €715, but you still have to buy the mounting kit for €800. Then you can add some repeaters that will give you the cap or the trip. It's optional, but it's recommended. It's €840 piece. For myself, I took one, not two. Then you have to put a deposit of €1,500, which is refundable if the equipment is returned in good condition. Then we have the Iritrack. Same mounting kit that you have to purchase, €450. Then rental, €670. For some bikes, you need a remote display. It's required on the KTM 450 Rally Factory, not required on my Kove, thank God. €530 for the repeater of the screen. And also a deposit of €1,500, which is refundable at the end of the rally if the material is returned in good condition. Next category, travel and transport. I spent approximately €2,500 in this. Getting yourself and the bike to the starting line represents a significant budget. Round flights from Brussels to Morocco, €500. Motorcycle transport from Belgium to Morocco and return, €700. Transport of my mailer from bivouac to bivouac with the access to electricity and compressed air, €1,100. Then a few other costs like taxi from airport to hotels, parking at the airport, an extra €200. Another topic which is quite expensive is insurance. Because most insurance you have, they won't work while racing. So you have to take some specific insurance. For myself, I spent around €1,000 in insurance. Safety comes first at a cost, and it's crucial to cover some risk. And it's mandatory by the organization to cover some specific risk. There is search and rescue, and for example, which is part of the Assure Transport insurance, which is mandatory. There are different coverage that you can have with higher or lower amount in case of injury, disability, death, and so on. But the cheapest one would be €270. Then you need to have also repatriation insurance for the pilot and the motorcycle, which is quite difficult to find for racing activities. The minimum is also, for myself, I had minimum €550. Fuel, definitely necessary, and the bike will consume quite a bit of fuel when you're in the sand, crossing the desert. I spent for €400 of fuel. When you're in the rally, you do some maintenance on your bike. You will have to replace some used tires. You will have to replace a few parts that you may break. So for myself, for the wear and tear parts and repairs, I'm at approximately €2,600. So the bike goes under extreme stress during the rally. So we have to do maintenance. For myself, I did it every 2 days, approximately 1,000 kilometers, which was a full maintenance with oil change, filter change, and so on. In terms of tires and bib mousse, for the full rally, I spent for approximately €1,200 of Michelin tires and mousse. Chain kit, €200, a broken clutch lever, 20, a broken starter, 90, a dead battery, 100, the windscreen, which has been damaged, 65, my aluminum navigation plate, which was totally damaged during the crash on Special 6, €300. Then after such a rally, you have to replace the clutch to go with a fresh clutch for any other event, €125. And then I have to do a big maintenance, greasing everything, seals of the fork seals, and so on. I will do it myself, €150 of cost. Then I have the skid plate, the carbon one, despite I had a plastic one to protect the carbon one, got totally destroyed, so I will change for an XP skid plate. It's an extra €200. Then during the rally, oils and consumable, approximately €150. Then a few other miscellaneous costs, which I had for approximately €1,000. Hotels, when you arrive in Agadir, it's in the city, the bivouac. So if you are in a tent, you cannot put the tent there. So you have to take a hotel, it's 2 nights. Also for the last day, the last night, I took a hotel close to the airport because I had a very early flight, €200. Then for the racing license, you can have a film license, or you could use the Moroccan license, which is what I did, €150. Pictures, if you want to receive the pictures of the professional photograph being on site, €400. Food on the first 2 days, it's not included, €100. Then I had some energy and hydration product with me to put in the water and to eat during the race. It was again a bit more than €100 of equipment. A SIM card for the phone to have internet there, €20. So if we add up everything together, all the categories that I have listed, my total cost to participate to this rally is almost €15,000. I intend to sell part of the base kit of the navigation system I had to purchase, because it's not the same one for the Africa race. But the most expensive one was the repeater, which is totally destroyed during my crash on day 6. So I hope to get back a bit of money out of this, but even to selling this at a fair price, the remaining cost will be roughly around €14,000. So honestly, without the incredible support of my partners, it would be impossible for me to live such an experience. I thank them immensely for their trust and help, which allows me to fulfill my childhood dream of participating in rallies and ultimately finishing the ultimate rally, the Africa race.